Inge Schilperoord, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Un grand merci d'avoir accepté l'invitation de la Fringale Culturelle. On est ravis de vous rencontrer. Votre actualité en France est un roman, La Tanche, disponible aux éditions Belfond depuis le 17 août. Vous participez chez nous à un événement important qui est la rentrée littéraire. Est-ce que ça vous parle?
Well, great. It feels very great. I'm very happy to be published in French. I wish my French was better so I could speak to you in French as well, and to actually read my own book and understand every word. But I've written it, so I'm sure I'll come a long way. But no, I'm very happy, and I'm also very happy to be published with Belfond. So yeah, it's great. Okay.
Alors, on va parler de votre livre, La Tanche. Vous parlez d'un personnage qui s'appelle Jonathan, et on est dans sa tête tout le long du livre. Et ce personnage, il est quand même dérangeant. Comment est-il né?
The book originated in an experience I had during my work, because apart from writing, I work as a forensic psychologist in the Netherlands, and that means that I talk to people, criminals, or people, at least people who have been accused of all kinds of crimes, and I once did this investigation, sort of psychological investigation, with someone who was accused of child abuse. And before meeting him, I read the police file, and that was, of course, shocking, as it always is in cases like that. I felt very empathetic towards the victims and the parents of the victims. Then I met this guy, and I talked to him for about, I think the investigation lasted about 6 weeks. We talked every week, sometimes a few times a week. And over the course of those weeks, I noticed that I started to feel empathetic towards him as well. That in a way, or actually in many ways, he was a victim of himself, of his urges, and he seemed very locked up within his own body, his own mind. And that originally gave me the idea to write about somebody who is struggling with something like this.
Alors nous, en tant que lecteurs, c'est un livre qui nous a dérangé, comme vous, ça a dû vous déranger à l'époque quand vous étiez en contact avec lui, et qu'au fur et à mesure vous vous êtes rendu compte que c'était un être humain qui faisait des choses abominables, mais qu'il essayait de lutter contre ça pour éviter de les reproduire. Et finalement, quand on est dans la tête de votre personnage, eh bien, tout le bouquin, c'est très fort parce qu'on est dérangé. Vous vouliez faire quoi en nous racontant ça?
Well, yes and no. The funny thing is that when I first got this idea to write a story about somebody similar to this man, in the end it became a fictional character, of course. It was not him. I had been writing for years all kinds of different stories, but never published fiction. I did publish non-fiction, but never fiction. So I started to write about this person, and at first I wrote a short story, and then it became longer and longer, and then it was a novel. I worked on it for years, but the funny thing is that I never really thought about why I wanted to write this. I just felt gripped by it, and I wanted to get closer and closer under his skin, I guess, to try and understand how something like this could work psychologically. And then when the book was finished and published in Holland and got media attention, and the interviewers like you asked me what was your main goal, and then this may sound strange, but then was the first time that I actually thought about why did I want to write this. So to show a humane side, well, I don't think that was really the first thing that drove me. I think first of all it was my own curiosity, and then